Hello, everyone. This is Jeff from the Cyber Pro podcast. Today, I am at FAC, the Pacific Hackers Conference in Mountain View, California. We're having an awesome time. We're doing lots of interviews with fascinating people in the industry. So, with that, I'd like to jump in because I've not had enough coffee.
Nor have I. One thing, I don't even drink caffeine, so it'd be hard to have a lot of coffee.
Can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Yeah, so my name is Jen Winters, and so I bring technology together, emerging technology. And, I have a saying, alone we're all strong, together we're unstoppable. And I'm a bridge between companies, technology, and people.
Wonderful. And that obviously applies to the Pacific Hackers Conference. Tell us a little bit more about your involvement here and, really what drives you to be a participant at the Pacific Hackers Conference.
Well, first of all, I absolutely am humbled to be a part of Pacific Hackers. FAC was started, and when they called me and asked for some help, there was not even a hesitation for me to help and join. And I love what they're doing. We all have day jobs, but the true humbleness of what they're trying to do, and bringing this next generation, teaching them, getting more people out there. Right? We always say that we don't have enough good people, but doing it out of the kindness of their heart, and it's not because they were bored.
Absolutely. So the hacking conference here is an integral part of what cybersecurity is by definition. And when we talk about cybersecurity, we hear that it is a huge issue that is only getting bigger. And unfortunately, right now, it's not heading in the right direction. Right? We know that hackers have the upper hand and we need to level the playing field. And so when you're faced with a question like that, of cybersecurity getting bigger, what does that mean to you?
What that means to me, I would honestly say, so we all faced an issue in this last year where actually I'll go even back during COVID, right, when everybody had to go remote. And I have never been prouder to be a part of a community that came together. It didn't matter what logo you had, it didn't matter what was going on. We came together to secure the workforce remote, and we did it very quickly. I saw technology exponentially explode because there was a need, and there was no choice. We had to do it. And it wasn't just the US, it was around the world. Everybody came together. And it literally gives me goosebumps when I think about that, when I think about the wars that are going on and the protests, and what I'd love to see for security going forward is the logos don't matter. We are all together in this. I mean, you go to Black Hat, you go to RSA, right? We call it a family reunion. Some people may have a different logo on. We're all the same people. We're all trying to do the best that we can do to help secure. And I think that is what makes me the proudest to be a part of this community. And it's also what I think will move us forward. So stop the silos, stop, holding technology as if you're the only one who knows it. Let's start sharing more. Let's start combining. Let's form those alliances, because you may be really good at something and I'm really good at something. And what I'd love to see is more of that emerging tech all come together for one sole purpose.
Yeah, that resonates really deeply. We heard a speaker earlier today say that, the hackers are working together, right? All of the technology, hardware, and software
Yes.
that they use is open sourced and shared, and in some cases sold to each other for nefarious purposes. And that we unfortunately have built a foundation where we're not doing that right now, and we need to do that. So, on that vein of thought, are there any other insights or knowledge you'd like to share about how we can do that better?
Communication, period. Know your neighbor, know your friends. There are plenty of platforms and things that are out there, but stop looking at your competitor as an enemy. Look at him as a friend, And because if we were all in this together, then we'd be unstoppable. Literally, we'd be unstoppable against the adversaries. And I've seen it happen. I've seen everybody come together on the back end. We are World War III started a long time ago, and it's not with guns; it's with technology. And when it's behind the scenes, and the different groups and stuff that have come together, and that's where change is being made right now. That's where countries are being protected right now. And it doesn't matter who they work for during the day. We all have a sole purpose of production. And so that's one thing. Like, just start talking. Use your networks for good. I personally, I want to retire, so I will do anything I can to help this next generation come up and do it right. Right? Not just do it because they're doing it, but do it with the passion. We created this industry. When I got my computer science degree, it was just that. There was no security. There was no cyber. Well, there was security. We watched a bunch of packets go across the screen, right? That was my security class. And now we've developed an entire industry just on cyber. And so let's utilize the amount of geekiness and nerdiness and intelligence and straight out brilliance and genius that I see in the people I get to meet. That makes me smile and get up every day. And I just wish I could connect everybody together. That's my goal in life, is to connect the technologies and the people, because there's just so many amazing people in this community, and I'm just very proud to be part of it.
Awesome. Well put.
And I'm Italian, so I talk with my hands. Sorry, I didn't hate you though. Salud.
All right, final question. You talk a lot about being mindfulness and being aware of where we are and where we should be going and prepping the next generation. Closing this podcast out, maybe is there a story that you can share with us of something that happened in your past that may have seemed kind of small at the time, but really made an impact, or made a forward movement or a change forward that really helps somebody? Can you share a story like that?
I can. So I never said I want to be in cybersecurity when I grew up. Well, one, because there wasn't such a thing, but I was going to school for business. And I was a young mother of two and working 3 jobs, so I ended up with the engineer. So one of the only females in the entire group. But I was terrified to take my first coding class, because I'm like, my brain doesn't think like that. The small change that first Visual Basic class made, when I learned the power of an if-then statement, oh my God, I can change the world. And I really took that seriously. And so I now minored in business instead of majoring in business. So that small change of an if-then statement, I thought logically before, but I had no idea that you could actually type it.
Love it. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for having me. And thank you.
Pacific Hackers Conference, we are here. They are back live in person this year. It's November. And I know that we're going to have more information about them, as well as Jen, in the description box below. Thank you.
Thank you for watching the Cyber Pro podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on new podcasts and bonus content.